Today, let us begin with the next topic under Unit 6, and name of the topic is human reproduction. As we know that human is unisexual organism. Sexes are separated, so we call dioecious in nature. Human male attains puberty at the age of 14. Human female attains puberty at the age of 12. Now what exactly puberty is? As we already studied in the first part that lifespan of organism has 3 phases. In case of animals we call juvenile phase. Right from the birth till it attains puberty means it attains maturity to reproduce. So the age where the male and female attains maturity start producing gametes, it is known as puberty. So in juvenile phase of human, from day 1 after birth till the age 12 in case of females, and in case of male it is the age 14. Onset of puberty is characterized by some specific secondary sexual characters which start developing, and these are visible. In case of male, development of broad chest, muscle development, broadening of the voice, development of the beard, axial and pubic hairs. These all morphological features we observe. While in case of female, during puberty, enlargement of the pelvic region, development of the breast, development of pubic and axial hairs, softening of the voice. Now these all secondary sexual characters are controlled by a set of hormones. We have pituitary gland known as hypophysis in the brain region. This pituitary gland secretes hormone FSH and LH. These two hormones regulates the gonads. In case of male, testis is male gonad, a primary sex organ. In case of female, the ovaries are the primary sex organs or female gonads. Testis and ovaries under the influence of FSH and LH start secreting sex hormones. They are steroids in nature. Androgen secreted from the testis, estrogen and progesterone secreted from the ovaries. Now these hormones bring about certain changes in the body, and these are visible to us. These are known as secondary sexual characters. Identity of male and female by external appearance we call it as sexual dimorphism. Female body will provide the space for development of embryo, and female gives birth to young ones. So we call it as viviparous. Not only giving birth, but the young one is nourished by the milk secreted from the mammary glands. So, if you see the human reproduction, human being is considered as unisexual or dioecious, having sexual dimorphism, viviparous and placental, because during development of fetus, it is fully protected, nourished and supported by maternal and fetal tissues forming a thick coating. It is known as placenta. So in the beginning of the topic human reproduction, you should know these 4 words: unisexual with clear sexual dimorphism, viviparous and placentals. Now in the physiology of reproduction, there are certain events. The first event is gametogenesis. It is the production of haploid gametes from diploid gamete mother cells. In case of male, it is spermatogenesis. In case of female, it is oogenesis. So spermatogenesis occurring in the testis, oogenesis occurs in the ovary. Followed by the transfer of sperms in the female genital passage. This is a physical act known as copulation, and release of sperms along with the nourishing fluid called as semen in the female genital passage is known as insemination. So after gametogenesis, the next event is copulation and insemination. The third event is fertilization. It is a fusion of mature sperm with the ovum. It occurs in the female body in the oviduct or fallopian tube. After fertilization, zygote undergo embryonic development. Under embryonic development, there are sequential phases like cleavage, blastulation, gastrulation, histogenesis or ganogenesis, so that a small embryo develops. Now, once the zygote forms in the fallopian tube, it undergo continuous cell division to form a ball of cells known as blastocyst. So the next event is implantation. It is the attachment of the blastocyst to the uterine wall of the female for further development. After implantation, the embryonic development continues. This phase we call it as pregnancy or gestation. After onset of pregnancy, the next event is known as parturition. It is the normal delivery where the fully developed fetus is expelled out from the uterus, followed by a process called lactation. It is the synthesis and secretion of the milk from the mammary glands to nourish the young ones. So let me revise the phases under human reproduction. First event is gametogenesis, spermatogenesis in the testis, oogenesis in the ovary. Transfer of gametes is copulation and insemination. Third event is fertilization. Fourth event is implantation. Next event is gestation, then parturition, and then lactation. So in the introduction of human reproduction topic, you have to remember all these terminologies. Age of puberty in case of male and female, a set of hormones influencing the gonads for all the reproductive activities. Then there are specific terms we are using to specify the features in human male and female for the reproduction, like unisexuality, dioecious nature, sexual dimorphism, viviparity, placentals. You need to remember the sequential steps like gametogenesis, You need to remember sequential steps like gametogenesis, spermatogenesis and oogenesis, copulation followed by insemination, fertilization, implantation, gestation, parturition and lactation. With this, I will conclude the introductory session of human reproduction. So in the next session, we are learning anatomy of male reproductive system followed by anatomy of female reproductive system. Thank you very much.